Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the president of the American Academy of Clear Aligners, your friend and leader, Dr. David Geller.
There we go. There we go. Welcome to the Reingage Team Retreat 2025. This is the 7th year we have had a convention here at the Wynn. And for the last 7 years, I have opened up the convention with the following joke. And it goes something like this. Are there any kind, caring, compassionate, educated dentists in the house? Good. Are there any hardworking, multitasking, super talented dental assistants in the house? All right. Are there any wake up, kick ass, put out fires, eat shit, come home, go back tomorrow and do more office managers? And then the joke goes like this, and I emphasize joke. Are there any overpaid, lazy, self-important hygienist in the house? And it's a joke, okay? It's a joke. It's meant to be funny. It's a joke. Not the overpaid part, but the rest of it. And it's a cheap laugh. And I do it every year. But not this year, because you don't know what happens after the convention. After the convention, for 11 months, I get hate mail, and I get texts and messages and reviews, and they're not kind. And it looks something like this. It was such a great end to the day. I was very turned off when he called the hygienist bitchy and overpaid. Very disappointed. So good, much laughter, laugh more, so hilarious, thank you, I feel seen, great speaker, hilarious, motivating, great speaker, This doctor clearly does not value hygienists. His opening remarks regarding your typical hygienist was rude, unkind, and uncalled for. It goes on. I did not enjoy the negative dental hygienist comments at the start of the conference. I did not attend any other events due to those comments. He kept everyone engaged, very organized, loved the event, coffee needs a lecture. Dr. Yao was the master, amazing, I pulled a Glidewell, best conference ever. I enjoyed the classes and activities. However, after hearing all the negative, rude, and derogatory comments about dental hygienists, it really left me not wanting to partake in any one of Dr. Gallagher's conferences. So this year, I'm changing it up. This year, I'm gonna say, are there any soft-spoken, sweet, gentle, super smart, slightly overpaid hygienists? There we go. Welcome to the Reingage Team Retreat 2025. I'm excited for you to be back. We have an incredible weekend planned for you. We work on this for 11 months. We start this in late July, early August, and we work on this for 11 months to give you the most incredible experience. Every year, we always have a theme, and this year's theme is this word called Calylo, C-A-L-Y-L-O. And let me explain what this means. It stands for Create a Life You Love. Create a Life You Love. Let me give you the backstory on this. About a year and a half ago, Dr. and Dr. Galler, my wife and I, Andrea, we went on vacation to Greece with our friends, Doctors April Kern and Reingage Team, who are diamond providers. If you're like, how do I get to go on vacation with David and Andrea? You gotta be a basic diamond provider. Like, we don't vacation with other people that aren't diamonds. So we go to Greece. We go to Greece and we're island hopping and we're in Athens and then we're in Mykonos and we go to a place called Ios. And in Ios, it's like a really, really remote island, not many people there, less than 1,000 people there. And we go to a hotel, beautiful hotel. And in the hotel, all over the lobby, there is this sign, Kalilo, 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 create a life you love, create a life you love. And listen, we were just on vacation. I wasn't really thinking about create a life I love. And then these people come and they're talking to us and they're like, on this island, you leave all your stress behind. You take all your negative energy, all your negative thoughts, your anger, your disappointment, your fear, all those terrible things, and you throw them down this well. This was the well. You're supposed to just throw them in the well. And all these negative malice, anger, hate, jealousy, envy, worry, fear, you're just supposed to throw it in. And David Galler's got some baggage. My baggage has baggage. In fact, all four of us have baggage. And fear, and exes, and children, and it's all there. And we were bawling our eyes out. And we just metaphorically threw everything into the well, and we enjoyed our vacation. And I learned this concept called create a life you love. Why? Because you only get one life. You only get one life, and you might as well live it the way you want to. And that's what we came into believing and thinking, and we were all over it. I mean, create a life you love is such a beautiful, powerful concept that nobody does and nobody thinks about. We threw our stuff into the well. Hey, if you're working too hard, then take off a day and spend more time with your family if that's what you want. Hey, Alvin Lowe and Janice Lowe are here. They run the Toronto Study Club. You know what a common thread in that study club chat is? I used to work 5 days, never put my kids to sleep. Now I work 4 days a week. Oh, and I'm making more money than I did when I worked 5 days a week. If you have a family and you're going through life and you're missing them completely, then create a life you love and spend more time with them. If you don't like your families, just start playing more golf or something. Do things that make you happy. Create a life you love. Do things that make you happy. Spend time with the people that make you happy. Things that make you happy. Things that you love. It's such a powerful concept. And we built a whole conference around it. Create a life you love. Be with the people that make you happy and that you love. Now, David Galler is born an Orthodox Jew in New York City. And some of the Jews are like, let's keep it quiet. It's a different time. And Reingage Team, born a devout Muslim in Afghanistan. Now, the whole world will tell you that Reingage and I are not supposed to get along. We're not supposed to be friends even. We're not supposed to be in the same room or the same space. But Reingage is one of my best friends, and I love him. I love you, Reingage. There he is. I love Reingage. And I don't care what different governments or media or different political people or anybody says about it. He is my brother, and I love him. Here's he and I dancing at my wedding, okay? And we call each other brother because I created a life that I love, and Reingage is in that life, and we'll spend as much time as I damn want to together with him because that's creating a life you love. Listen, there's 1,000 things that are different between Reingage and David. 1,000 different ways that we were raised, 1,000 different things that we were taught, 1,000 different things. But there's one thing that connects us, one thing that binds us. We both married Christian blonde women. I'm very happy about that decision. Create a life you love and fill it with people that you love in your life because you only get one life. So we come out, this is September, we come out, Andrea and I are like, That's the theme. That's what the dental community needs to know this year. Create a life you love. Do the things you love. Why? Because you only get one life and you might as well live it the way you want to. We go home from Greece and I got to be honest, life gets back to where it was in the fast lane because that's how I run my life. In the fast lane, those who know me, I'm flying around. I'm building an entire organization, academy. I'm changing the way we do orthodontics. I'm responsible for a lot, and I'm in charge. And I'm in the fast lane of life. Hell, I'm in the rat race. I'm running the rat race. I'm the king of the rat race on it. And I'm running as fast as I can. And as you know, in September, we start up the academy schedule. And when we start up the academy schedule, it always starts with a famous webinar that I do in September called Schools Back to Open. And every year, it's 6 new technology, services, ClinCheck ideas, concepts that you need to know to make your treatments better, to give your patients the best treatment. And I'm running and I'm testing and I'm working on it for months. I work on it. And I decide, like, I always need to test my stuff. So this year I called on one of my top board members. I fly to Denver in September. And in Denver lives Aaron Cherry. Aaron Cherry here getting the Fellowship Award in 2024. One of our top minds, one of our top doctors. Oh yeah, she also runs the Denver Study Club, and she runs Wincoop Dental in Denver. And I go, yep, you can cheer for her. And Erin is happy, and she's sweet, and she's kind, she's sharp, and she's smart. And she's 5 foot whatever, and she runs a hell of a dental practice. A big time Invisalign provider, and has been for years. So I go in September because I'm like, I got to test out my material. I got to test out these concepts. Do these make sense? Should they run out? So I fly out to Denver on September 10th. And I preview what I want to teach the world in 2024, 2025. And I do it for Erin and her study club. And then Erin and I compare notes. And she gives me a couple of tips. And then she tapes this video on September 12th.
My name is Erin Cherry, and I just previewed David Galler's 6 tips and tricks for 2024-2025. I learned a lot, and there's a lot of things I'm going to be implementing as soon as I get back into work tomorrow. Sent some things to my assistant already to start implementing, and you don't want to miss it. Have a great night.
Boom, and that's what I need. And I launched the webinar, and the webinar has 1,800 people live, and it's hot, and we're back on top of the game. And I'm getting all the praise for it, but I needed Aaron's help, no doubt. And I'm back in the fast lane, and I'm running because I'm in a rat race. And then on October 7th, Aaron sends me this text. Catches me a little off guard. Hey, I want to provide you with a quick update. Met the neurologist today, and the official diagnosis is glioblastoma stage 4. Which sounds really scary, but people survive this, and I intend to be very one of them. I'll be getting surgery and chemo, and Jesse Friedman will take over the study club, and we're going to be good. Don't worry. Let's pivot, which is a word we had used last year here when shit doesn't go your way. I'm like, all right, God, oh man, okay, well, you seem confident, Aaron, so I'll be strong with you. And Aaron fights for 90 days. For 90 days, surgeries, chemo, radiation. And we have a chat support, and her husband's by her side all the time. And Gallerites from all over the country are sending messages and prayers and everything. And then on Jan 14th, Dan posts this video. Aaron's ringing the bell at the hospital, her last radiation treatment. And I'm like, oh man, that's amazing. She did it. So I get on a plane and I fly to Denver so I could have lunch with Dan and Aaron on January 16th. And Dan hosts me in the house, and I'm with him, and we're talking, and Aaron's there. It's hard. There's still Aaron there. We're making jokes about ClinCheck Cowboys and her getting back on the saddle and this and that. And it was hard, but it was a good meeting, and I saw Aaron. But God had other plans, and 6 days later, she moved on to the next world. She's 42 years old. And now everybody's looking, I'm gutted. I'm devastated. Everybody's like, what the hell? What? Aaron? Sweet Aaron? And then I'm in charge of the organization. We're an academy that teaches people how to wear clear aligners. But if you know us, you know that we're a family. Loss of one of our people is devastating to everybody. So we need to find some purpose in Aaron's life. And in her passing, we need to honor her. I don't know what we're going to do. And everybody's got ideas, and everybody's throwing around things, and everybody's looking to me. And it just so happens, if you would poll people, whether they're in our academy or in Dan's neighborhood or our friends, and you'd be like, give me one adjective to describe Erin. For those of us who knew her, one adjective, they would say, happy. Dan, she was happy all the time, despite what God threw her way. And it just so happens at that time, I'm running through this thing called Chasing Happiness. I'm very convinced that most people in dentistry, whether you're an assistant, a hygienist, an office manager, most people are very unhappy. And it's a shame, because a lot of us work very hard to get here. You're 40 years old, and you're unhappy, basically. You don't love the work. Patients are killing you, and you're unhappy. So we start this program called Chasing Happiness. We started, and at first it's just me and 12 people. And you pay to come in, and we work together. And at first it's just me and 12 people. Sheena, Sonia, Myrna's here, Jason, Amanda, CJ, Rebecca, Jeffrey. 12 volunteers are like, David, let's try and put this together. Let's try and make sense. Let's try and find some happiness in our days. And it's a game changer for me personally. Now, I'm not the happiest person in the world. I'm not, but I'm working on it. I'm really working on it. And these 12 leaders helped me. And when we finished our class, we're like, all right, let's spread it out. And each one of these people took a pod on their own. And a lot of those people are here today. And they've gone through a 6 months intense week training. And now the idea is that we're going to go back and we're going to pay that forward again. And in September, we're going to start another pod. And now we're going to be at 72 people. And that's how we're going to honor Erin's memory. That's going to be something special. Now, the pods, let me describe how it works. It's a kind of an 18-week program that we run. We do charge for it so that people take it seriously, but we just want every dentist to be part of the pod. Every dentist needs to have a group of 5 or 6 dentists that you don't know, that are strangers, that when the chips are down against you, either professionally or personally, you have a place to go. You have people to come to. In one of our pods, this Jason, run by Jason Shermer. Where's Jason? Jason, where are you? There he is. And I'm watching all the pods. So these are the people that I trained, and now they're working with each with a group of about 6 or 7. And this guy named Amr, who you don't know, who I don't know, who's not even an AACA member, joined the pod. And on May 13th, just like 2 months ago, at 11:46 on a Tuesday, this guy writes in, need help urgently. And it took me 1 minute. And I watch 160 different group channels. And I'm like, I'm here. What's up? What's up? And right after I responded, a guy named Brian Davis, who's here. Where's Brian? Somewhere here. Ian chopped in. Cheryl. These are all just people who don't know Amr, never met him, but they know what it's like to be scared or a dentist who needs help. And then that turns in the next day. Jason's the leader's like, Amr, how's it looking today? If you feel up to it, we're here, we're bent. How? What's going on? And this guy writes back, I just want to say thank you to Jason, Sherry, and Dr. Galler for your support. It means a lot and this and that. I don't know Amr, and I've never actually met him. He's not here this weekend. Every dentist needs to be part of a pod, and I really hope when we turn on the next semester in September that you strongly consider getting into a group of 5 or 6 that can be there on the days that you're sad. Days you need help. Maybe your wife doesn't understand, your spouse doesn't, your parents don't understand, maybe your friend who's a lawyer doesn't understand, but we understand, this family understands. That's one part of the pod. The other part of the pod is we have weekly lessons to make you happier. And one of my favorite lessons is the following. It's a Charles Darwin lesson that says, even the simulation of emotion tends to around it in our minds. Meaning, if you're stressed and you're sad or angry and you just smile, even if it looks creepy, it makes you happy. It's unbelievable. It's such a simple lesson. So if you're walking around this weekend and you see me in the hallway and I'm looking like this, just know I'm fucking stressed out of my mind. Something horrible has happened. Okay? There's a lion in somebody's room or something. How did I learn? It was a good story how I learned this. So for 15 years, I worked in downtown Manhattan. I lived in Long Island. I worked in downtown Manhattan. From where I lived in Long Island in Woodmere to Manhattan is 15 miles. It takes me an hour and a half each way to commute in. It's a subway and a train. So here's how you do. 7 o'clock I leave my house, get onto the Long Island Railroad. I get onto the Long Island Railroad, it's a commuter train, boom, from Woodmere all the way to Atlantic Avenue, Brooklyn. In Atlantic Avenue, I get off, I get onto a subway. I get onto the number 4 subway. Take the number 4 subway all the way to Wall Street, boom, up into my office. I get off the 4 subway at 8:27. I see my first patient at 8:30. I did this for 15 years. Now the rules, if you've ever been on a New York City subway during rush hour, on a New York City subway rush hour, 5.5 million people commute. 5.5 million people commute onto the island of Manhattan a day, pre-COVID. So 5.5 million people getting onto a subway. I used to get onto these subway cars. I didn't even know there were chairs on the subway till like 4 or 5 years in. And the New Yorkers in the room will tell you that the rule on the subway is you're not allowed to talk. Everybody is just supposed to stand on the subway, look angry. Hold on, listen to the gibberish. Every now and then, the crazy man comes in screaming about Jesus. You listen to him a little bit. End of the world, the apocalypse. But other than that, you're not allowed to talk. Just 5.5 million people riding angry. And then I used to get into work, and at 8:30, I'd be tense, I'd be nervous, I'd be angry, I'd be anxiety. And I'm like, why do I come into work angry every day? And I realized it's a subway ride. So I said, all right, I read this thing, I'm gonna try something different. I said, from now on, when I go on the subway, I'm gonna get on the subway, and I'm just gonna smile. It's a 12-minute ride. I'm gonna smile. 12 minutes. I'm gonna hold my smile. If you smile on a subway in New York City for 12 minutes, 2 things happen. Number 1, people move away from you. A lot of people move away from you. There's a lot of room around me now. You're not happening at all. Number 2, you're a little happier. You're a little happier. I promise you, this is one of the lessons we have. Jason, Sonia, CJ, Jeff, they could tell you this works. So we're gonna do this right now as a group. I'm gonna make your life a little better. So when I say go, everybody here gonna put on a crazy big smile for 5 minutes. Are we ready? Yeah, let's go, crazy. Got nothing to lose. Just happiness erased. Everybody giving it, everybody. Ready? That's a nice watch you have. Yes, it came from my friends. Yes, I have a very nice watch. You might have noticed. Thank you very much. All right, when I say go, we're smiling for 5 minutes. Ready? On 3, 2, 1, go. Big one. I can see everybody. I can see everybody. Good. Rip it. Let it rip. Good. Good, good, good. Just quick heads up. It's been 10 seconds. We got 11 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Yeah, everybody. If you were wondering, it's 20 seconds. How many people feel a little happier? Give a clap if you feel a little happier. That's the kind of stuff we have. Stuff you're not going to read in a book, stuff you're not going to get on a podcast, stuff you're not going to do. Real-time help for you, the dentist. It's true. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this study. Smile longevity. If you just smile, you could live to 79.9. Now I live in Vancouver. Everybody in Vancouver is so healthy. They're all eating vegan all the time, kayaking before work, jogging with their dog after work. You know what the most popular thing in Vancouver is? Hot yoga. I went to hot yoga once. It's horrible. Stretching, my whole body hurt, fucking hot as hell in there. It's dying. I'll skip the hot yoga. I'm just gonna smile. I'll outlive all of you. Smiling, smiling. Look at this. Oh, here's another thing. If you smile, it's contagious. Smile's contagious. So if you smile and somebody sees you smiling, do you know what they do? Yeah, I spend a lot of my time in airports. I'm in an airport 2-3 times a week, you know. So I play what I call the smiling game. Okay? When I'm in an airport on one of those long walkways, and there's one of those walkways going the other way, which is a key part of the story. Make sure you do this with somebody walking the other way. Make sure there's distance. I'll walk through and I'll play the smiling game when I'm bored. Means I'll walk. I'll see somebody there and I'll go. Yeah. And guess what happens when they see me smile? Even though they smile too. Here's how it works. For dudes, you go like this, head up. What's up? For women, you're like, ma'am? Down for the women. Okay. This will even work in your practice. I come in to the practice in Vancouver, and when I come through the door, I have a big smile on my face. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? And the office man, the receptionist, she sees me, and you know what she does? She smiles. And then the assistant comes from the back. She sees the receptionist smile, so she starts smiling. And then she's taking the patient back. Office manager's going the other way. Office manager sees the assistant smiling, and without any words, do you know what the office manager subconsciously does? She smiles. Then she sees the hygienist, and the hygienist's like, why is everyone fucking smiling? I'm sorry. So sorry. Sorry. I don't want to be this way. God just gives me these hygiene jokes. I can't stop. I don't want to be this way. That's just one of 18 lessons we have in this incredible happiness course that we have. And we're going to start another semester, and I have new leaders coming up and people coming in. Every dentist should be part of a pod. Every dentist should be part of a pod. We're going to send out new flyers in September. If you'd like to be on the mailing list, just join this WhatsApp chat. Just put your phone up. You can be anybody from any walk of life. I want to make you just a little bit happier. You'll know it when the next semester starts. Every dentist should be part of a pod. Every dentist should have some weekly happy lessons. And I really want you to enjoy, everybody should have someone in dental to turn to when the chips are down. And that's what we're going to do here in this organization. And it became so crystal clear to me on Jan 22nd. This is how we're going to honor Aaron Cherry for many, many years. Many, many years. Because Aaron was happy. Aaron was really, really happy. And even though she's not with us today, people ask you, or you hear, they say, tell me about this Aaron Cherry. You're not going to say she was a dentist in Denver, she ran a study club. We're all going to say she's the one who brought happiness back to our profession. And that's something real special. Today joining us is Aaron's husband, Dan Cherry, who himself was a big part of the AACA. And Dan, we'd like to present you with this new award that we have. And it's called the Tree of Life Award. And we made it special for you and Aaron. Here, Dan, come on up. Everyone give him a round of applause. It says, in memory of Aaron Cherry, the Tree of Life Award, the roots she planted will last forever in our organization. And I'm really proud of that. We'll take one picture for Casey. Good. Thanks, Dan. You go right. All right. Create a life you love because you deserve happiness. You deserve happiness. You worked hard to get here. You're an office manager, you're a hygienist, you're a dentist. You worked hard to get here. You deserve happiness. Cool. So now I'm happy. I'm cement, but I'm happy. But the problem is, I'm 47 years old and I'm out of shape. I'm not healthy at all. So I have this friend. He's a board member. He's a Diamond Plus provider. He's a friend. He's a KOL. He runs the Tampa Study Club. He's DCM original president, and he's a big part of my life. And that's this guy named Amir Dowd. Now, one thing you need to know about Amir, he's larger than life. He was amazing. He excelled with many, many services and products in the dental world. He was a Diamond Plus provider of Invisalign. He was the legend at Practice Growth Institute, Scheduling Institute. Where are the Practice Growth people? There we go. Michelle and Connie, he was a legend. He's a legend with Fatona. Where's the Fatona people? Fatona folk here? Any Fatona? No? All right, no. Still buy their laser. Okay. Legend with Smile Perfected, which is a whitening material out there. Legend. But he had a heart scare last year. Real heart scare. 80% blockage. And he goes, David, I'm not healthy at all. And I said, okay, what are you going to do about it? He goes, well, I'm going to get in shape. I was like, oh, okay, I've heard that before. We're busy. You work 100 hours a week. I work 100 hours a week. We have kids. We have this. And he goes, no. Oh, you're going to see. I'm going to get real healthy. I said, okay. And then for a year, every morning, I'd be greeted with a text message in our chat from Amir Dowd. And it's just a picture of him and 3 letters, LFG, which basically stands for Let's Fucking Go. And he decides that the best time to start LFG is 4:30 in the morning Eastern. And he sends a picture to me at 4:30 in the morning Eastern, which is 1:30 Pacific, which is where I live now. And it's him running like crazy on a Peloton at 4:30 in the morning. It's 1:30 in Vegas. I'm still drinking at a bar. And every day it's the same goddamn thing. LFG, let's go. And I'm had enough of it. So I start posting pictures of donuts every morning. Gee, where's Gina? Every day I'm picturing pictures of donuts and milkshakes and McDonald's and everything. But would you believe it? He did it, man. This is him and probably his heaviest. This is him 1 year later. Yeah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable human transformation with the willpower and determination. The power that was Amir. This singular focus. Oh no, David. Oh, I was almost dead. I gotta get ready with this. So now Amir and I talk all the time. And I'm gonna take you into my personal life. February 11, 2025. I'm talking about how, I'm pre-diabetic. My blood pressure's out of control, this, that. I said, you inspire me to get into better shape and health. I just can't seem to find the time. I have excuses, but it's not my fault I'm running 100 miles an hour. You did it, I should too. And he goes, yes, you need to be as long as possible. LFG, let's go, David, do it. And I go, work in progress. My whiteboard is filled. I got a whole country to run. You don't understand my life. You don't know what it's like in my shoes. I can't run. I can't work out. You don't understand. You wake up every day in Tampa. I'm here. I'm there. I'm blah, blah, blah. He wouldn't have it. He said, I have no doubt that your life is important. But nothing is more important than your true wealth. His favorite line, which just rings nowadays, but I didn't take it to heart then. You need to ask anybody who knew him. He kept saying this. Your health is your wealth, David. Health is your wealth. I said, I get it. I just don't have it there mentally yet. And he goes, you will be ready when you are ready. And only you will know when. And I didn't think much of it at the time. I'm like, we don't have similar lives. I can't wake up every day in Tampa and work out in my garage. On the last message he sent me, we were talking about something else. The last message he sent me was, I believe God speaks to us through others as long as we're receptive to listening. Okay? I get a lot of messages from a lot of people all day long, and I didn't think much of it. But then April 5th comes around, literally a couple of weeks after this, and Diana texts us to pray for Amir. He's in the hospital. And we don't know what's going on, but we know that something's happening. And Amir's a big part of my life. And it's a Monday, and there's chaos. There's 1,000 opinions about what is or what is not happening. And it's 8 o'clock at night, and I'm at the Madison Square Garden at a Ranger game with my son. And I just go, well, I'm going to Tampa tomorrow. I'm not supposed to be in Tampa tomorrow. I got 1,000 things to do in 1,000 places. But I fly the next morning down to Tampa. I arrive in the hospital at 8 a.m. right as his parents are arriving, and Amir looks peaceful. But unfortunately, the situation is not good. And a couple of days later, Amir passes. And it guts us, and it's devastating. And I don't know how to deal with this. I'm not a grief counselor. I run an academy of people who do clear aligners. And I got 1,000 people, 2,000 turning to me going, what are we going to do with this? How does this make any sense? So we reach down, and I go, all right, well, I'm going to try and get in shape like Amir did. 47 years old, haven't been in shape in a very, very long time, if ever. And I'm going to do the same thing every day for 75 days. I'm going to wake up every day, either early morning or sometimes at night, and I'm going to run, walk a 5K, and I'm going to do 75 push-ups. And it's not pretty on day one, but here we go. Every day, I'm out there working. I'm in gyms, in hotels. I'm on the boardwalk, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, walking around Las Vegas with a weighted vest, doing push-ups on a sidewalk. And it's unbelievable. I found strength that I didn't even know I had. And people, my kids look at this picture and they go, you shop a lot at Lululemon. And my other son goes, which one's day one? Because kind of, it's not quite a mere level. But I learned something about myself. I learned I'm capable of doing anything. And I just needed Amir to prove it to me. He reached back from the grave, gave me this gift I call LFG. And not just me, I took 75 people with me. 72 people with me. 72 people who for the last 75 days, ending yesterday, did the same thing. All LFG people, stand up. Stand up if you're here. All the LFG people. All the LFG people. All these people that you saw. Some of us from gratitude, some of us writing letters, sleep, eating healthy, working out. We all did this thing, and it was amazing. I feel amazing. Physically, I feel amazing. But mentally, I feel incredible. What Amir must have felt knowing he could accomplish anything. I don't have time. You do have time. You don't understand. You do can make it. You do. Anything you want to do, you could do. That's Amir's gift. We made this one last video to remember that.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
You, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way, from where we began.
No, we started.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Your way and the vibe is feeling stronger. What's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love will never get lost. by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride. Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home.
Now, I've done a lot of things in dentistry and I've done a lot of things in Invisalign and community, but nothing that I've ever done is I'm more proud of the community and the group that did this challenge with me on it. And as the song goes and the verse goes in the song, you know, I can't wait to tell you all about it. Amir, when I see you again, because you will be so proud, and you probably are watching and are so proud of it. I want to call on stage Diana, who is his wife, his beloved wife. Come on up, and we have an award for you. We have a Tree of Life award for you, and to just know that it says, obviously, it says, in memory of Amir Dowd, Tree of Life award, the roots he planted will last here in this family and academy forever. And to the two beautiful girls, just know your dad was a very important and special person, and he's changed a lot of our lives, and we're thankful for that. Thank you. Yeah, let's take a picture of Casey. Where's Casey? Casey, there she is. Okay, let's go that way. All right, thank you very much, everyone. Let's talk a little bit about what we've done in the Academy this year. It's been an incredible year in the Academy. The Academy has always had a brand, and that is, we knew that even though we're general dentists, and we're not supposed to be playing this game called orthodontics, we knew that the general dentists in the Academy had superior education, had an importance in understanding the ins and outs of the clear aligner game, and we knew that they put that education into the care of their patients. And when you put that tremendous education into the care of your patients, the result is an exceptional thing. The results are exceptional. And we knew that that was the brand of the AACA. And everybody who heard AACA knew, oh, those are the guys who really know what they're doing with these clear aligners. But this year we decided to amplify that. And we created a program called the Done in One. That means that we already knew that if we start a clear aligner case, we're able to end it on time. No refinement, no mid-course correction, no posterior open bite. Higher percentage than anybody else in the world. And this past year, I've traveled the world of Align. I've been to Dubai and London and here and there, and I've spoken all over. And I am sure that the AACA doctors end their cases. It's easy to start cases. Starting cases is easy. If you have a mouth and you have an iTero, you're good. You're good. Ending cases, finishing cases, that's the hard part. We started this program called Done in One. Means if you did a case in one round, 15 aligners or more, we're gonna honor you. We sent you a ring. Go ahead, clap your hands if your office got a ring. There you go. Some offices I visit, they display that. They display that at the front. They display so everybody walking through the office see the ring. And when that patient at the front's like, it's so expensive, office manager says, just kiss the fucking ring. You're at the best here. You're gonna pay top dollar because you're at the best. Take a look at some of our best Done in One cases this year.
Done in One has changed the way I practice because it's an opportunity for me to further connect with my patient.
What the Done in One method you're talking about, what it did to me, it changed my mindset. It became a Done in One mindset. So I had one patient, she wanted Invisalign, she had reason for the Invisalign, she had restorative needs to do, she felt self-conscious, and I said, look, you came to the best. We'll get you Done in One, and in and out, and you'll be really happy. And that's exactly what we did.
Galler broke that down into a really easy formula for us in the very beginning. And so he gave us the clinical skills to make sure that we can, get through in one round. And so now it's part of our pitch to why patients should choose us for their Invisalign journey, because we want you to be in and out of this in 6 to 9 months, not 2 years.
When you put that all together, you realize, wow, why wasn't I thinking like this all along? Because as a restorative trained dentist, I want everything I do to last for a really long time. But how can that happen if your occlusion's off, or if your alignment is completely off? So that was the aha moment for me.
A lot of my implant cases, they start with Invisalign. All of my restorative cases, they all include Invisalign. I want that bite set up perfectly. I want those teeth aligned perfectly so that I don't have any failures in the future.
So this patient said, I'm right now studying for the bar, and he was going to be moving to California, and he really wanted to fix his bite. He had some crowding after ortho, and I had about 5 months. And I looked at him, I was like, we can do this, we can get it done. He's like, really? I was like, yeah, no problem. So that was, we finished. I think we started in June, maybe July, and he was in Viveras by December.
The patient that had ortho as a child, mouth breather, severe open bite, and he just thought, there's nothing I can do about this. So I said, just let me try. Let me try to do it in a short period of time. And in 27 weeks, his bite was completely closed. No refinements, no mid-course corrections, no posterior open bite, and he was super happy. And he's going around town telling all his friends.
He's probably 23 years old, and he hated his gapped smile, and he had some rotated teeth on the bottom too. And so we really got to talk more about oral health in general, not just, I want to close the gaps in my smile. But sure enough, we got his gum disease treated, and we got him on the aligner journey, and in about 5 months, all those spaces are totally closed down.
Diastemas, those can be tricky, and deep bites can be very tricky. And I've been able to do both types of cases done in one, to my own surprise. To my own surprise, it's kind of like, wait, that deep bite's fixed and corrected, and I don't have to do another round.
So with the Galler engine and what the ClinChecks can do, again, I can look at a ClinCheck and be very confident that what it says is what we're going to get.
Dr. Galler's mentorship has meant everything to me.
He really believed in me, and it was hard. And it was in the very beginning of my Reingage days. And he said, you can absolutely do this.
Thank you for being there. Thank you for leading this group and continuing to help us grow as people and as dentists.
Really have to thank you for changing my professional life.
Thank you, Dr. Galler.
With Invisalign, I feel confident that I can get it done in one.
Done in one.
Done in one.
Done in one.
Done in one with no refinements.
With no refinements.
With no refinements.
And it's a sensation. It's a sensation. And it's such a win-win-win. Win for the office, fewer appointments. Win for the patients, happier. Win for Invisalign, less plastic, less time. This year we decided for the Golden Aligner competition, we were only accepting submissions that were done in one. Get ready to have your mind blown. All these cases were done in one. I present the top 10 finalists for this year's Golden Aligner. First up, Dr. Asta Bansal. 1 round. Dr. Awaz Aldek-Hazari. Dr. Daniel Kwan. Dr. Jason Sada. Dr. Jeffrey Starr. Dr. John Walsh. Dr. Kelly Brady. Dr. Mike Jin. Dr. Simran Bawa. Dr. Siren Ochoron. All right, and this year's Golden Aligner, there are 3 Golden Aligners. The first one goes to Dr. Daniel Kwan.
Thanks to Dr. Kwan. I'm happy with my smile. I feel more confident. The process was easier than I expected and a lot less intimidating. So I'm so happy that I was able to do this with Dr. Kwan and his amazing team.
Done in 1 round. Nobody does Invisalign in one round. We do. Oh yeah, we do. The second golden aligner this year goes to Dr. Jason Sala.
Means a lot.
It's awesome. What a case. What a case on a veteran, on an active duty service military, active duty service. Shipped out, fun fact, shipped out to Kuwait 2 weeks after they did finish this case. He goes to any other dentist in Reno, they're still in treatment. All right, and our final golden aligner this year goes to Dr. Bonza.
For my entire life, I struggled with a deep phobia and embarrassment about going to the dentist. That all changed when I found Dr. Bansal and the incredible team at Elgin Street Dental. From the moment you walk in, the staff makes you feel like a VIP. They're warm, welcoming, and generally caring. Dr. Bansal introduced me to Invisalign, and it was a total game changer. For the 7 months I wore them, nobody even noticed. They were comfortable, discreet, and incredibly effective.
So if you're in the audience and you're like, how come I didn't, you gotta be in the game to get recognized. Keep on those WhatsApps and keep up your education. And one of the things I'm most proud of in the academy is I'm teaching as fast as I can, but I have other study club chairs who are disciples, who have learned from my ways in the Galler engine and everything, and they teach so that we can amplify our effects all over the nation. And we have 42 study clubs, 42 groups of doctors from Toronto to Montreal to Vancouver to Puerto Rico. And now we have virtual study clubs, so there's no excuse for not getting done in one. It's just education, doc. Well, a little bit of patient compliance, but a lot of education. You gotta wear it. So I want to recognize this year's new study club chairs, both in-person clubs and virtual. But I got married last year. Yes. And I was like, what better way to solidify our marriage than to be on a podcast together where we share all of our intimate secrets with everybody. And we have open domestic disputes on air for your entertainment. Clap your hand if you heard of / watched an episode of The Mediocre Dentist. Yeah, no, full disclosure, we did it as a tax deduction. I only thought my mother-in-law would listen. Next thing you know, we got hundreds and hundreds of people listening, thousands of views, comments coming in from dentists all over North America going, this is the best part of my week. I look forward to it every week. People ask me all the time, will I get CE for watching the podcast? Will I learn new dental procedures? How to make more money, more this, more patients? Definitely not. Will I be a little happier / laugh on my way to work? Oh, yes, you will. Yes, you will. And our #1 most viral podcast, our #1 episode, was an episode called The Top 10 Oh Shit Moments in Dentistry. And my #1 oh shit moment was when I once gave an infiltration injection right here on a regular Tuesday, and 30 seconds after I gave it, my patient said, I can't see. And I shouldn't have said it, but I looked at him and I said, oh shit. That's not a good thing to happen. I don't know how that happened, but that's not good. Start seeing how many fingers. He's like, I just see black. I'm like, I'm gonna be selling shoes. And you should, when you get together, talk to other dentists about oh shit moments, because it binds us. Every dentist has an oh shit moment. And now when I teach Reingage, and when I have courses, when we have a lull, I say, all right, everybody go around the room, give me your top 10 oh shit moment. And it's all one oh shit moment, then the next. Broke a file, took out the wrong tooth, did this, did that. The other people who are not dentists, this never happens, but don't worry. The #1 one I had, a guy comes into the Reingage course. I don't know if he's here or not. He goes, oh, I got a no shit moment. I was like, tell me. He goes, it always starts with, it was my first year. He's taking over the practice. The owner's gone for the week. He's in charge, 22 years old. Patient calls up, got hit in the face with a puck. Comes into the office, patient of the practice. He takes a PA. He sees there's a crack in number 3, 1-6 for the Canadians. So I said, what'd you do? He said, and he told the whole class. He goes, well, I got a numb. I said, okay, good. I elevated. I said, all right, good. So I got the pliers on it, started pulling here, pulling there. I pulled out number 3. I said, that doesn't sound bad. He goes, well, problem is, number 2, 1-7 came with it. And the other worst part, the patient's whole right side of his maxilla came too. Basically, he didn't take a Pound-X. He didn't notice that the crack goes all the way through the maxilla, not just the 2. So I go, what happened? He goes, well, I'm holding his maxilla in my hand, and his eye is like this. And then he go, everything okay? So I said, everybody in the class like, oh. I said, oh, that's a new category. That's not oh shit. We invent a category called fuck my life. Best part of the story. I said to him in the class, I said, what'd you do? He goes, I put a cotton roll, told him bite down. Oh, can we laugh? Can we just laugh, everybody? Can we just laugh at how crazy our profession is? It's good, it's cathartic, you live longer. I'll share with you our #1 viewed clip on YouTube, Instagram. My beautiful wife's #1 oh shit moment.
The mediocre dentist, the mediocre dentist, 'cause sometimes I just feel mediocre. The mediocre dentist, the mediocre dentist. I am mediocre, you are mediocre, and that's not that bad.
It was, I think it was like one of my bankers at the time. And I was cementing a 2.7. You can tell me what
2.7 is number 15.
15? Okay. And so we're back there. And he's a gagger to begin with. And a phobic. So we kind of got like everything going against us.
Yeah.
And I think we were actually just going to try, and it wasn't actually at the cement stage. And for whatever reason, that thing, he moved, he was flailing about, and down the throat it goes. We make intense eye contact, and I didn't miss a beat. I'm like, you have 2 options. Either we're digging through your shit for the next couple of days.
Literally your shit.
You're literally dumpster diving in your ass. Or you're back in there now, and you're gonna vomit this thing right out. This guy, he runs. Like, he doesn't miss a beat either, because he thought about option 1, and he's like, this is a hard no for me. He comes back out of the bathroom. His eyes are like bloodshot. This man had retched the shit out of himself. And he barked.
Is that even possible?
I didn't know that it was possible. It was my first time. And this guy, he got it back up and like presented it in his hand.
Beautiful.
It was pretty beautiful. It was better than...
Beautiful. A man's acid and throw up on his
Better
crown.
than his ass.
Like he's a drug dealer and just produced the heroin out.
Oh, it's so much better than the butt sauce. Would I cement it? Did it come in the other end?
Do you cement with raw?
I did. What's wrong with that? It's like I gave it a little bit of a chemical treatment.
Did his wife go, your breath smells a little bit tangy?
No.
Did his breath smell a little bit?
The better question is would I cement the one that came out the other end?
Oh.
And I thought that's never been on the table for me, that hasn't presented itself. That would be a bit of a moral conundrum for me.
I feel like if you shake your own crown, you get a new crown. If I drop your crown and you shake it out, you get a new crown.
That's our podcast about nothing. And I don't think anybody's watching it. And I go to Dubai for the Global Alliance Symposium. All the top Invisalign providers in the world. And I'm walking around, and this little Chinese diamond provider comes up to me, a little Chinese dentist. He looks at me and goes, "Shit your crown, shit your crown, shit your crown." Turns out, if you Google the words "shit your own crown," David Galler's picture comes up. We'd love for you to listen, join in, hit the YouTube link, please hit subscribe, get more happiness in dentistry, just commute on the way to work, just listen, get a good laugh in, it'll be cathartic for you.